Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is vivianieprice, and if you are new here, welcome. If you're not, this is the reality. As of recording this, it is Thursday, March 21st. If you know anything about my content, you know that I want to post every Saturday, noon PST time, right? And the last couple of videos that you guys were seeing were videos that were in the vault that I said in a couple other videos. And I was like, oh, I have all this content in the vault. I can't wait to release this content. Right? So today comes around and TMI, I'm on my period. So that is a wreck. The days are canceled. When the period's on, it's canceled. The days, canceled. For starters. Period symptoms are the worst. So that's all of that's going on. Anything you can think of, I got it. Second, I don't have a video to edit. 2 videos that I have in the vault require a lot more work than I can put into them in 48 hours, okay? And by 48 hours, I usually have an idea of what I want the video to look like by the beginning of the week. Monday, Tuesday, I figure out what I'm gonna do. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm editing, figuring out what it's gonna look like. By Friday, I usually want them to be uploaded and I can just work on the aesthetic of things like the thumbnail, the IG stories, and all that stuff, right? Today rolls around and I'm like, yo, the work that I have to put into these other 2 videos to release them is immeasurable right now. It feels like a 100-ton mountain on top of me. And I'm like, I don't know if I have the capacity to make this video what I want it to be, because it's just a lot of work, right? So then the next thing that was coming to my mind was, well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna put out? The goal is to put out a video every single week, right? And when I started to really sit with that thought, I started to think about all the things that I want to do or how I want certain things to look before I released another video, like in real time. Because again, those videos were not in real time, they were in the vault. This video is in real time. You guys will be seeing this video in 48 hours, right? And as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, my hair doesn't look a certain way, or I don't have enough aesthetic area. Like our home is still, kind of empty. We haven't really filled it in with any furniture. Like if I show you guys my office, it's fairly empty. Things are on the floor, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I don't have anything aesthetic. I don't have, my hair, my edges don't look a certain way, and I don't have the right, area. I don't have the right lighting. Whatever, all these things that I'm trying to convince myself of that I don't have, so I don't produce a video this week. So I'm like, oh, nobody's really watching anyway, so do they really care if I put out a video, and this, that, and the third, and whatever, like trying to really, again, talk my way into the reality that I really don't want, which is not putting a video out this week, right? And all of the thoughts came to one conclusion. And the only conclusion that I came to was, you're watching yourself. You want to be somebody who does the thing that you say you want to do. And for you to be that person, you have to show up when it's not aesthetic, when your hair doesn't look a certain way. If you look at my hair now, you're like, your hair looks fine. Not to me, right? You feel like you probably look different on camera. You have to show up regardless of the aesthetic, regardless of the moment, regardless of what you think you need or what you think you want. You have to just show up and do that. Do the thing. Do the thing. I don't have my makeup on right now. Uno. Again, the hair thing. Then 2, I just don't have an actual thought out scripted video for you. This is off the dome right now. This is just me talking to the camera. And it just makes me feel a couple of things. Like one thing I was thinking was, the lack of preparation. The goal is not going to just appear. I would like to believe everybody knows that by now. The goal is not going to just appear. The preparation process, the way most of my videos are, for the last couple of them have been scripted. I script them and then I record them and I flesh out that thought on the moment. So in the moment when I'm recording, it's kind of improv, but the concept is still there. The underlying message is still there, right? There's a preparation process to get to the goal. You cannot just think your way to the goal. You have to act your way to the goal. And for me, this is a literal video representation of me acting the goal out. I don't have nothing that I feel like I need to have to make this video anything better than what I think it should be, right? But I'm showing up. I'm here. I'm recording. I'm in front of the camera. I'm in my office. I'm doing the thing. And that, to me, was a lot harder before I decided to turn the camera on. I found the shot, I found the angle, I found the idea that I wanted to talk about, and then boom, 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 do it. The act of doing is very important for the things that you want in this life. And this is me doing it. Video representation, but still the same. Another thing that made me feel some type of way about not having a video ready, which was, besides the lack of preparation, is it doesn't have to be aesthetic. Start where you are. I'm recording on my phone, and you know, my husband was like, oh, you should get a mic. Got a mic. My audio's pretty good. My camera does the thing that it needs to do. And I now just have to be the person that I know I can be, which is myself, authentically, and show up as that. I think that right now in my life, for me personally, I feel like I have a lot of these things, these roadblocks, these mental things that I put in front of myself to make things seem bigger than they actually are, instead of just focusing on putting one foot in front of the other. It's all about putting one foot in front of the other. And it's funny because the thing that inspired me to even turn on the camera was myself. Cocky, I guess it sounds that way, but as I was going through the other footage that I was trying to makeshift a video out of, I said something in the clip which was, show up when you don't want to. Mind you, that clip was talking about something completely separate, but that is what got me going. Just show up when you don't want to. Show up. Again, a couple of things. Let's just run through the list real quick. I have my period. I'm in a lot of pain. Lower back, cramps, headaches, nausea, all that, right? Uno. Second, this video's off the dome. It's not scripted. I don't have my makeup on. I don't have anything that I feel like is supposed to make it look a certain way. And third, this is not the idea that I originally had. But show up when you don't want to. Show up when you don't want to. Show up when you feel like it's not right. Show up and do it anyway. And then see where the magic lies. Because that, for me, has been the thing that I've been lacking to do. I have been, I'm going to kind of sort of do this thing. I really want to do this, or I really want to do that. But then there's a moment in time along that process where either I get discouraged, or I fall off, or maybe I get a little bit confused or overwhelmed. And throughout the month, obviously things change as a woman for me where hormones are concerned. So there's parts of the month where I feel like I'm here, I got it. And then there's other parts where I'm like, the ground is shaky, I don't know what I'm standing on, I'm confused, the world's coming to an end. Like, very dramatic, but still. But show up. Show up, do the thing, see where you land. And even if the landing is like horrendous, you did something that a lot of people wouldn't even do. Because there's people that wouldn't even try. I don't want to be the person that doesn't want to try. I want to be the person that tries, fails, and gets up and do it again. So this is that. Don't overthink your way into not doing something that you know you really want to do simply because you're afraid of how it looks or how it's going to be perceived. Who cares? It's your life. However it looks is the way it probably was meant to look. And the amount of people that will engage with whatever you're putting out, regardless if it's content or if it's like your job that you're working on, or if it's a passion project, like, you know, making something with your hands, like whatever it is, don't be afraid of how it looks. The good thing about failing fast is that you'll know what not to do so you can get up and do something else. Make a different mistake. Make new mistakes. So when those new mistakes reap different lessons, you're able to combat that properly. That's the art of the process. Because you can fail fast, and then you get the lesson, and then you can apply that lesson almost instantaneously because you just learned it, and actually implementing what you learned. So being so caught up in how it looks and what you think it's supposed to be and how other people are doing it, like, that's not beneficial to you. Focusing on what you can do and focusing on what you can control and focusing on how you execute it, that's where the magic is. So don't be afraid of how it looks. Don't be afraid of the failure. And the lesson is where you grow. And that's what is one of the most important lessons that I feel like this video, at least for me, is representing. Like, I'm not gonna pigeonhole myself to the way it looks, the way I look, the way it all maybe feels, because it's so different and it's not exactly my consistent content, but I'm doing it anyway. Next week's video is gonna be a lot better than this one. But I did want to just hop on here and just say those things. Hopefully this video reached you at a wonderful time, morning, evening, night, whenever you're watching this video. Next week's video, I have a banger for you guys. I have a couple of things that I was scripting this week to help, be prepared, as I should have been. But I got knocked off of my rocker this week, and that is okay. So this is gonna be the video. I'm kind of excited for it even still, because I think that is that message, show up when you don't want to, do it anyway, fail fast, are just important things that I feel like I'm actually living, and I like the fact that I'm doing it right now and it's being represented in this video. So It's short, it's sweet, and besides that, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next week. We in here. For real this time. Bye, guys. Bye for now.